So at low levels of play, if you just stand there and do nothing, a bad player is just going to run at you and go for a dash attack. But at higher levels of play, if you stand there and do nothing, if I go for a dash attack, I believe that you're going to dash back and just forward tilt me, dash back, F smash, dash back, down smash, something. And it's going to be a bad time for me. So I'm going to respect your character, even if you don't think that I should, because maybe you think you're not that good of a player. Right?
I see. Okay.
So a lot of what Ganon's playstyle is, or his main game plan, is to back his opponent into a corner. Right? That's the main thing you want to do. If you can minimize the amount of time you spend chasing somebody, the better this character is going to be. If you can keep me basically from here to here at all times, or as much as you possibly can, not guarantee that you're going to win, but that's your best bet of winning against most players. You're going to be ledge trapping them. Right?
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
have you heard that term before? I'm assuming yes. Ledge trapping?
Yes, I have, but a lot of terms I feel like I know on a like I'm picking up what it means, but not like I've actually sat down and I'm like, oh, that was the definition of that.
Okay. So, very simply put, ledge trapping is just protecting the ledge being right here, right? Obviously. So, if you have me at the ledge, the more time I'm spending right here, like doing something like this, or like jumping, or just scared of trying to get past you, the more likely you have a chance of getting kills earlier, because I don't have to get sent as far off stage, obviously. But also, I'm going to try and panic, or not going to try to, but I am going to panic trying to get past you. Because I don't know what you're going to do, right? You have 2 moves that can beat shield as well, right? Actually, well, you kind of have multiple moves, some that can break shield. But for the most part, you have your command grab, right? So you have your side B, and you also have your just normal grab. So if I'm standing here in shield, you can use those moves to try and condition me to not use shield as much. So I can either jump to try and get past you, or spot dodge, or roll, right? Or I can try and fight you as well. But as soon as I start doing those things and not shielding as much, that's where your jump back down air, or F smash, or down B, or down smash, any of your harder hitting moves, that's when those moves come into play, and you can potentially get kills super early, right? I would definitely say you don't want to use up tilt. Up tilt is definitely a meme of a move. So as far as for your ledge trapping, some of your best ledge trapping moves that are just quick can be your forward tilt, right? And then also you have your up air. Forward tilt, up air, and also back air. Up air has a very generous hitbox, and also you can fade back with it a little bit as well. So if someone tries to challenge your up air, it's just not going to happen. Nair also is a super strong hitbox, super big hitbox. So if you're jumping and catching somebody with Nair, the way you want to throw out your Nair here is either you're going to Nair straight up like this, or you're going to Nair and fade back like this, right? The reason why you're going to fade back is if you happen to catch them when they jump up, then you hit them, and that's great. But if you happen to miss, you're not keeping yourself safe, right? You're jumping back and keeping them in front of you, so you can, let's say, jump back with like a Nair, like this, and then go for a forward tilt. Jump back with a Nair, and if they happen to shield, you go for your side B, right? To just catch them. And essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to establish some sort of pattern out of your opponent, right? So let's say, for example, when you're ledge trapping me, you're standing at roll distance, right? So we'll say roll distance is like right here, right? So step up a little bit to where I was. Yeah, like right there. So if I am standing, as soon as I get up, let's say if I'm at the ledge right here, you don't want to just run and dash attack the ledge, or run and go for a side B or anything. You want to see what I'm going to do first, and then this is where you're going to start to establish your pattern, right? Or pattern recognition. So first things first, and this is not guaranteed that everyone's going to do this, but let's just say in a hypothetical world, I'm going to get up and I'm going to shield. Okay? And the reason why I'm going to get up and shield and not do anything else is because if I roll, I'm right beside you, and that's terrible for me. Right? That's a free grab, forward tilt, jab, potentially F smash. All kinds of bad things are going to happen. So I'm not going to roll just based on, once again, respecting your character. Right? So at a lower level of play, if you don't understand why somebody wouldn't roll, or why somebody would roll, if somebody would roll and they're also a low level player, it's because they don't know that they shouldn't be doing that. They just should not be rolling right here. Right? At higher levels of play, a competent player is not going to try and roll and then like spot dodge. That's not going to happen, because if you're also a competent Ganon player, you're going to destroy them for doing that. So right off the bat, I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to go like this, so I'm not going to hit you. Right? It's too far away. So I'm not going to fair from ledge. I'm not going to do get up attack, because once again, too far away. Right? So my only real options are get up and shield, right? And then like try and fight you from the corner, right? Or I'm going to try and jump like this. Or I might also, like, let's say, I'll get up and then I'll jump. Something like that. Right?
Okay.
So just by standing right where you are, you've covered every option that I could possibly do except for 2, right? Which is neutral get up or jump. So now if you have to only cover those 2, you can now start to get, you're not going to just stand there and literally do nothing, but you can, for the most part, you can just patrol that area, right? Also, we're going to get out of this game. But you can potentially, or you can essentially patrol that one area. And as soon as I get up and just say, as soon as I show my hand and say, okay, I'm going to do neutral get up into shield because I don't want to get hit by a forward tilt, an F smash, nair, jab. Like I don't want to get hit at all. So I'm going to get up and shield, right? And as soon as you do anything, and I believe that the coast is clear, I'm going to try and get past you, right? And there's some things that you should or should not do. The main things that you should not do if someone's in the corner and they're shielding is absolutely do not go for a dash attack, please. And the reason why is if you go for a dash attack and I get up and shield and you hit my shield, I'm gonna get a grab and throw you off stage, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm sure you've had that happen
I've
lots
done
of
60
times.
times in the last week.
And for me, it was like there's only a few characters I've ever JV4'd in Smash Ultimate, and JV4 basically means not getting hit once and killing somebody. So taking all 3 stocks and not getting hit a single time. Ganon is one of those characters because the person I was fighting against decided, what if I just did down B, right? So your wizard kick, or they did dash attack, and I just shield, then I get a grab. And a lot of players will do this. So let's say if I was you, if I was the Ganon, they go side B, they get grabbed, I throw them off stage, and as soon as I do my back throw, they just jump. They jump like this to get back on stage, right? And as soon as I do that, I just go like this, catch your jump, and then I shoot you, and then you're dead. And you just die, basically die at 0, right?
Yeah.
All kinds of really bad habits to have in that situation. So you should not be dash attacking the ledge like this, right? And if you get thrown off stage, don't ever jump immediately, right? The only time you should jump immediately is once patterns have been established again. So let's say, for example, if you're always going low and I'm going like this and I'm catching you, then start jumping, right? Because I'm not reacting to you jumping or not. I'm making a read saying he's probably not going to jump, so I'm going to go like this and just kill him, right?
I see. Okay.
So when you jump, I'm gonna just go off stage and try and catch you like this, and that by the time you've jumped, it's way too late. I can't stop myself and be like, oh no, I gotta get up here. It's way too late. I've already committed, right? So that's a whole other story of like patterns and stuff like that. Let's go back to the other ledge, just to keep it consistent. So if you have me here, what you're trying to do when you're ledge trapping someone, and I know as Ganon, it sounds kind of disappointing to say you're not trying to get a kill, but realistically, what you're trying to do is just put on damage and not let me play the game. Right?
Okay.
If you can get a kill like super early, then go for it. It's going to require a pretty hard read to get it. So if it's an F smash, up smash, or down smash, then sure, you can try and go for those. But for the most part, you're going to be using a lot more jab, forward tilt, down tilt, and side B. Right? So if I'm staying in shield, side B comes out. Right? Also, there's going to be some trickery as well on my part as well. So if I'm in shield and I see side B coming out, I might jump. Right? Or I might spot dodge. So there's counterplay to everything. So if you see that, let's say you've gone for side B and it's worked, right? So I went like this, you side B, you got me. The next time I get up, I might go like this to try and bait you into side Bing, and then I'll either spot dodge, and like let's say I go for an up smash, or I'll spot dodge and I might go for a grab, or I'll just spot dodge and like jump away from you, or I'll just jump and you'll side B underneath me and I come down and go for like a back air, right? So right after you've done that, let's say one side B to set off the pattern. Now that I'm in shield and I'm trying to bait you into doing side B, because in my head, I believe that's what you like to do. I think that you're going to go for another one. Once I've gone for that, or once you go for the side B, now you've conditioned me to think I need to defend myself against that move. So I'm either going to jump or I'm going to spot dodge, right? If you think I'm going to jump in up air, right? Jump in up air or jump in nair, either one. Up air will send me off stage because it just sends like a really weird angle. Or you can use your nair, same thing. It's a little bit longer lasting hitbox, 2 hits, super strong. It beats a lot of my moves as well. So if I try and like nair towards you like that and you nair at the same time, I just get destroyed. If I spot dodge like this, you can try and go for either a down smash. You can run up and go for down smash, or you can probably go for you can go for F smash as well, right? If you think I'm gonna go for a spot dodge, like let's say shield spot dodge like this, don't charge your F smash, just do it, right? Because it's slow enough that by the time my spot dodge ends, you'll hit me. The other thing that you have to worry about is, let's say if I try to jump and I don't want to go for shield. So let's say the other route I could take, instead of going like this in my first attempt and setting up the whole side B mind game thing that you could be going for, let's say right off the rip, I just jump like that, right? What you can do there is you can try to catch my jump, or you can try to bait and air dodge, right? So if you try and, let's say, if I jump and you go like this with up air and you catch me, next time I might jump, I might go like this, right? I might go like that. Maybe I can try and get a little higher though. Like this. I'll try and get to the platform. That's what I'm trying to do, right? So if I do that, what you could do is jump like this and not actually go for your not actually go for an up air. Go like this, then come back here and go for an up smash.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Or you can like even sometimes even just dashing up here and then dashing back can be enough to get someone to air dodge, right? So you dash in, dash back, and then you can go for an up smash, cover the whole platform, potentially get a kill or at least a ton of damage, and a good juggle situation, right? A juggle situation, just by definition, I guess, is when I am above you and I've been hit. Like, let's say you put me in a situation by hitting me in some way, right? If I just jump out here, it's not really a juggle situation. If I have control of my character and you're far away from me, like, this is not considered a juggle situation right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I can potentially get away from you and you're not very close to me. But if you hit me with, like, let's say, I don't know, down tilt, up throw, landing up air, up smash, something that's going to send me upwards, then that would be a juggle situation, and I have to now try and get away from you in some way, right? So even though you didn't kill me with an up smash, if it's at like low percent, it's still worth going for, right? If you want to go for something a little bit less committal, like let's say I go for the jump like this and I air dodge because I'm scared, instead of going for an up smash, you could also go for a back air through the platform, right? Because you can just jump in back, jump in back air and catch me on the platform when I land, like that, right?
Nice.
Realistically, if you hit me across the entire stage, and let's say you get a weird hitbox, or maybe you try and go for a back air, but instead of sending me this way, you send me to the left, and I go across the entire stage, your character is strong enough to send me off stage over here, and your ledge trap is still going. You're just going to ledge trap over here instead, right? So you get back in the same position and do the same thing, right? So now we kind of have a foundation of what you want to do based on what I'm potentially going to do, which is neutral get up or jump, right? Now you want to try and disguise what you're doing and be a little bit ambiguous with what you're going to go for. And all you're really going to do that is either go for empty hops like this, short hops. And to do short hops consistently, at least the way I do it, is I use 2 jump buttons, right? So I don't know if you know about that, but if you have like, let's say X and Y set as jump, you can push both of them and you'll do a short hop. You can also use a shoulder button. So let's say if you have L, R, or Z, any of those buttons mixed with like Y or X, depending on what your control scheme is, you push those 2 buttons and you get a short hop every single time.
Okay.
Right? And then at the top of your jump, you want to go for a short hop, or a fastball, right? So you see that little star that happens when I go like that. So that little purple star means that I'm doing a fastball, and all that does is lets me get down to the ground faster, right?
Okay.
So when I'm getting down to the ground faster like that, it just gives me more options to, like, let's say get down, go for a grab, right? I can get down and then jump again. I can get down and then like retreat with something, so go like this, then go for like a back air, right? It just gives me more options to be a little bit more mobile and a little bit faster, right? Because Ganon's not that fast as is, but you want to try and keep your speed up, right? But essentially, if you're going to be doing a rising aerial, that's when you can press Y and A at the same time, or whatever. Are you on a GameCube controller or a Pro controller?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can probably push Y and A, right? So Y and A will give you a rising nair, short hop, right? And you can do a fast fall after that too, if you want to do something like this, right? So this is one thing you could be going for, like at the ledge. Let's say if we're over here, right? So you're going for your nairs, not like that. Well, kind of like that, but not like that. So nairs, right? And then also you can be going for your back airs, right? And for your back air, I want you to do 2 buttons together or a short hop, and then come down with your back air, right? Like this. And the reason why you want to do it low, so what I'm doing is I'm doing my short hop, and at the apex of my jump, I'm pressing my back air. If you want to use the C stick, which for your aerials, I actually prefer to do that, because you can do an aerial without using your moment, or without using aerial drift, and accidentally like drifting off stage like that, right?
Yeah.
So for this, I'm doing Y and Z. Those are the jump buttons I use. So Y and Z, and then left on the C stick, and then down on the control stick to get the fast fall, right? So it should look something like that. It might take a little bit, but once you get this pattern down, this is a staple in Smash. Being able to do this with all your aerials. This is how you combo. This is how you wall people out. This is how you call out jumps. This is how you make your character fast, right? Being able to do this. I have a video on this. It's called Tempo Training. Depending on how long you've been watching my channel for, you may have seen it. It's pretty old, so I can send it to you later.
Okay.
It just gives you an idea of how to practice this. It uses like a metronome if you're musically inclined at all, just to make things a little bit easier. But yeah, just if you get this basis down, you can do this with everything, whether it's nair, fair, up air, back air, right? And this is what's going to keep you very, very fast and also keep you in control of your character, right? If you want to try and patrol a small area of space without accidentally like way overextending, or let's say doing like a fair the wrong way because you're trying to move on stage but still do a back air, so you're doing something like, I don't know if I can do it, like that kind of, You don't want to have that situation happen, right? Where you're messing up. So if you use the C stick, you can throw it back air every single time, right? And you can move around in that little bit of space, right? So if you're throwing out, and the reason why you want to do this pressure as well, is if you're doing back airs right here, there's potential. So let's just stand right there for a second. If I'm doing something like this, right? And let's say that you have somebody in the corner. If I'm doing this, it'd be very easy for me to drift towards somebody like that and hit them with that back air and knock them off stage or kill them, right? Also, if you're standing right here and spacing around this shield, they have to respect your back air because it is so strong, right? So they're going to be frozen in shield for at least a little bit to assess what you're going to go for. Because you might go for something like this, and then you try and go for like a high one, right? To try and like catch a jump. Or you go like this, and then you like dash back and go for a forward tilt to catch some dropping shield and like running in, right? And in that moment as well, while somebody is staying in shield frozen, you might throw, it's not gonna be like this many, this is tons. You probably throw out like 2. It'd be like this into this, and then you go for like your side B, get a command grab. Or you go like, let's say, back air, dash, dash grab, right? And this is just, once again, using the intimidation factor of your character, right? That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get someone to hesitate. That's what this character thrives off of. Somebody who hesitates against Ganon typically dies. So if you can make somebody freeze and shield, so let's say if I get up right here, and you're doing back air, I don't know if you're going to do 2 back airs and turn around, like let's say dash back F smash, right? Or if you're going to do like dash back forward tilt, or if you're going to like, I don't know, go for like the up air or like the back air high or something like that. So I'm waiting in shield until you do something that is more committal or until you back off. And if you don't back off, I'm staying in shield, right? And then by that time, if my shield is small, right, there's also a chance you could break my shield, right? You can go like back air, my shield's super small. I might roll, and now you do a down smash. If I get my shield up in time, my shield's broken. If I'm too slow, you catch me with a down smash and you send me back off stage, right?
Yeah.
Another thing that's really nice too, I know we're kind of going fast here, but with your down smash, if you are facing towards the stage, right? So if you're facing to the right in this situation here, your down smash will send the opponent off stage, right? It hits in front of you first, then behind you. So that is also really nice with your back air. So you're setting up with this, and if someone tries to roll past you like that, you down smash and you throw them right back off stage. Right? Oh, no, you're fine. But that's essentially the main idea of your ledge traps. After that, this is where it starts to get a little bit more, I guess, fancy, and that's where you start to go for those reads, right? The up smash under the platform. Let's say you go for like a full hop back air, you go for side B, and then you think someone's going to, if they tech or Mr. Tech, they're going to roll in after side B because they don't want to get hit by a forward tilt. So when they roll in, you go side B, jump back down air, right? Something like that. That can also kill. Sometimes if you're really degenerate, you can go side B, down air into another down air, into like an up air, and sometimes that can kill as well too, depending on the percent. Right, so there's a lot of really disrespectful things you can do with Ganon, and that's why people love him, because he's just he's that low tier hero where it's like he's supposed to lose every game realistically, but when he pops off, everyone loses their mind. Right?
Yeah.
So it makes it fun. But you know what? Let's get out of this game, and then we'll do some fighting.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Oh, that's supposed to be back here. I'm sad.
Just like that. 130 damage.
I can still die first, though. We're both at death percent, bro. Oh, man, I saw the F smash come out. He's wild. We'll talk about disadvantage, too. In some of the situations, you really couldn't do anything just because Falco was doing Falco stuff. Oh, boy, I'm scared. But when you're like in a juggle situation, you don't want to try and come down and hit somebody with your down air or like nair or anything like that. Down B can be okay as a mix-up, just because it makes you do a stall and fall animation. But realistically, oh, not like this. He had no jump. But realistically, you want to try and land away from somebody unless you have an angle on them where you can hit them with like a nair or a back air.
Okay.
Okay. Peace. So that up air, the only issue with that up air was just spacing, and that's going to be something that you have to practice. The idea of going for an up air there wasn't wrong, right? It was just a spacing thing. Oh, I thought I was going to knock down. Jeez, okay. I'm just dead. This is fine. So something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I had that too. I got nervous. Oh. But see, so the first time you got grabbed, they're like, okay, well, I'm not going to get up and shield again. This time I'm going to try something else, right? So you went for the roll. And if I was a little bit faster, I would have had you.
Ooh.
But you can see, even if you don't recognize it as a pattern, people will just start to try stuff, right? And there is definitely a flow chart, whether or not it's in stone or made up or based on skill level or whatever. There definitely is a flow chart to say if someone tried to jump and it didn't work, they're probably going to try to roll, or they're probably going to try neutral get up, right? So it's never guaranteed, but there's definitely like a law of averages with, let's say, if you've played 1,000 different players, say 700 of them will do the same thing in a certain situation. Like if they hold shield, the second you hit their shield, they all jump, or the second you hit the shield, they all roll, or whatever it is. So you can definitely use that to your advantage to say, okay, I don't know what you're going to do, but most people in this spot would do this. So this is what I'm going to cover because the likelihood of me being right is probably pretty high.